Hi, this is Cheyenne Valentine. Back today again with a new episode. Okay, in today's episode, I want to talk about backstabbing female coworkers. Yes, backstabbing female coworkers. So, I want to say that in life, that when something keeps happening to you, it's time for you to change yourself and to make adjustments. And I want to say that I think that I know intuition has told me in so many signs it's time for me to move. I've been living in the state that I'm in for about the city that I'm in, and the state that I'm in. I'm so silly. It's the same thing, really, right? I've been living here for, I think it's been like 10 years. It's been 10, 11 years, so I'm ready to go. But I've been having bad experiences on these different jobs, like we all probably have, but I think mine's been like worse. I'm having bad experiences at these jobs, and it keeps happening. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm the common denominator because it's happening to me, but I'm the common denominator because I feel like I'm meant to move, and that the powers that be, or I'm a spiritual person, is put me in these shitty circumstances to force me to say, okay, it's urgent. Because literally now, what has happened last year or the last couple years, each job I start, it gets worse and worse early on. So maybe at first it got bad, 3 months into it. Then the next job, it got bad 2 months into it. And then the next job, it got bad 2 weeks into it. And then now, literally, I'm starting jobs where the first week is complete fucking hell. So this video might be kind of long, but I think you should listen all the way through, or listen to it in chunks, because I'm about to tell you what I'm experiencing. So if you're a woman, and even you're a man, you should still listen to this. But if you work, men or women, if you work in an environment where it's mostly women, be prepared for some drama and petty bullshit. I don't know what the problem is with women, but they have issues. And don't get me wrong, obviously I'm a woman, and sometimes when you do see another attractive woman, it makes a woman feel some sort of way. But me, I'm mature, and I feel I'm attractive, so I don't really give a damn. So actually, when I see women who look like shit or don't fix themselves up, I be kind of confused as to why they're coming to work like that. But me, I'm very dressy, heels, skirt, that's how I am. Makeup, that's how I am. So apparently this is causing problems for me in the workplace. Let's get to it. So I started a new job Monday, and at this new job, I'm not gonna say what it was, maybe it's about 8 people that work there already. They had a new hire brunch where the one girl that worked there, she her birthday was like last week, and Monday was my first day, so they had a pitch in when they brought in food. First incident. So everybody was really nice to me, but they found out that I was a vegetarian, or really a vegan. Now you might say, what's wrong with that? Well, how they found out, the one lady made some green beans and she had meat in it, and I was picking the meat away, and I was just putting the green beans on my plate. So you said, what's the problem? The problem is that no one there is a vegetarian or vegan in that department, rather. And so, and they all, not all of them, but most of them are fat or just not in shape. And I'm curvy, I'm like medium built. So, they probably, once they look at me like, oh, okay, I can see her that she, okay, kind of makes sense, her size or whatever, that she'll be vegan and vegetarian. I can get even smaller if I go raw. So, or, be vegan for a little bit longer. So, anywho. So they're overweight, most of them. The ones that are skinny, and none of them are what you would consider, like, one is kind of small, but the rest of them are fat. And 2 of them that I work right beside are hit. Now, I know you're being very hateful, but I'm going to explain to you why I'm talking about their looks and why I'm going here. So the one that sits next to me, she's older. She is overweight. She's married. She got her hair cut real short. The cool thing is that all the black women that work in that department and my in the team I'm in has natural hair, which is why I think I got hired, because they have natural hair, and the supervisor, she's trying to go natural, and she wanted me to help her with natural hair. Ain't that funny? But anywho, the one that sits next to me, she's older, she's short, and she's fat, got a low haircut. She likes to dress comfortably, so she just look like she didn't roll out of bed pretty much, the clothes that she have on. The other one that's the team lead, she's really good at what she does, training. I can't take that from her, but she's very short, like 4'11". She's really ill built. She's quite hideous looking, I'm not even gonna lie. She's not cute at all, like because she's really short, like a leprechaun, and she has a I can't, she's really unattractive. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm attacking their looks. But She's very unattractive, so it's kind of, maybe her being around me makes her feel awkward. I don't fucking know. But I'm like 5'10" in heels, and she's literally like 4'11". She has 3 kids. I don't think the dad's in the picture. The other one's married. She has kids, but maybe it's by her husband. So those are the 2 that I deal with regularly. It's other people on the team, but I'm not gonna talk as much about them because I'm not on that side yet, and I'm not really around them like that. So they found out I was a vegetarian, so I think that made them feel uncomfortable because they talk about food all day. The fat one that sit next to me, she has a baking business on the side, so she loves to eat. So vegan, vegetarian, that's foreign to her. She knows about it, but she don't want to do the shit. So they all like to eat, everybody in my team. So I seemed kind of odd one out. Then one lady was telling, giving me compliments on how I dress and how I look. So I'm assuming that people there don't dress a certain way or don't look a certain way. I don't fucking know. I don't care. As long as I look good and take care of myself. So maybe how I look and carry myself. This one girl told me, she was like, you're attractive, you dress well, you're articulate, you're black. She said, and got your natural hair. She said that's going to intimidate people. She said, especially working in a place that's all women. So, and she was the new hire person that interviews you and sets you up in the new hire. The new hire website and stuff like that. She asked you how things is going. So she just let me know after I told about this incident that happened. So they was acting so nice to me. So I was talking with them and getting along with them. I thought I made some friends. Boy, was I wrong. So the incident that happened, it happened Tuesday. So the supervisor and the team lead, which is the short, really ugly one, but she's great at what she does though, everybody. She basically told me, okay, after 4, she told me just to kind of like, unwind and do a couple things. She had shut down the computer so I couldn't do any more work. She didn't want me to do it wrong. And, she just told me to do like 2 things that I had did that I didn't really, it was nothing to do, basically. Look over like the handbook that doesn't make any sense and something else that if she really didn't tell me to do anything, really, to be honest with you. So, while she was like helping me get situated and to shut the computer down, it's a white girl that worked there. She came over and she was really friendly to me, and she's like, well, I can show you how to do this and show you how to do that. And the team lead looked upset because I guess the white girl wasn't supposed to show me that. So the team lead left with the supervisor at 4 o'clock. Mind you, I want to say the team lead has been there for 5 years, and she complains about how she's being underpaid and how she had basically my supervisor, she doesn't micromanage. She leave you the fuck alone, but she puts all the responsibility on the team lead. She works the shit. She made the team lead go get food for everybody. The team lead is just, she works the fuck out of her. Like the team lead needs her position. So the team lead, she's I think bitter because she's been there for 5 years. She wants more pay, and she has the responsibility of training, and she's a team lead. So she has extra responsibility, and pretty much the boss just gives her all the work. Like she should be literally the team lead should be the supervisor. So she's already kind of bitter about that. So just keep that in mind. So she left or whatever. So only person left there was the short fat one that works next to me. She was there. And that was it. So it was me, the white one, and the short fat one. And we're in a very open environment, so other people in other sections can see us, but most people leave at 3:30 or 4. So really nobody else was there. Okay, so the white girl, she's like, she's like, if you ain't got nothing to do, which I didn't really have anything to do, she's like, you can come over there on my side and I can show you just to play around with the system. She was like, because that book is trash. So I said, okay. So we went over there. She was showing me different things, and she even said she even came up with a better way that she said she was gonna bring to the supervisor of doing things. So I thought everything was cool. So when that was done, I went over to my section and I packed up. I looked over some more stuff and I packed up and I left. So the next morning comes and the team lead is talking in the office with the supervisor. I had a real funny feeling. So this is Wednesday, everybody. And so I was fouling basically, pulling some records. So after the team lead left out of office, immediately after, like a second after, the supervisor called me in there. When she did that, I already knew something bad happened, because whenever they call you in right after a person just left, that means that person had been talking about you. So I went in there, I said yes. She was like, how's everything going? I'm like, things going good. She was like, well, she said, I want to make it clear that when the team lead leaves you work to do, you need to do it. And I'm like, what? Mind you, how she came at me as if she knew that I didn't do the work, which I did do the work that she left me, but why would you assume I didn't do it? Neither one of you were here, so why would you assume that I didn't do the work that was left for me? Why she came to me like she just knew I didn't do it or something. I was like, well, I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I did. And she was like, because she was saying if someone else is showing you something or doing something, then you're not supposed to. So she's talking about the white girl. So she was like, they're not supposed to, and at the 4 you need to do the work that team lead leads you, and she's who you go to for training. You come to ask her questions, or you come to ask me. She's like, don't go to anybody else, don't be over in their section, they're not supposed to show you anything. So as she came at me kind of aggressive, I said, okay, that's fine, there's no problem. So I was very upset, because I'm like, why didn't the team lead, the ugly bitch, why she just didn't come to me and say, or why not even come to me, why she just didn't go to the white girl and say, well, you're not supposed to be showing anything, because we don't want her to get confused. So just after 4 she just gonna do the little work that I leave her, and don't really bother her. Why come to me? I didn't fucking know. She's like, and the supervisor said, you knew, you didn't know, you trying to get along with everybody, you didn't know you weren't supposed to go over there. I was like, yeah, I didn't know. So that's why I knew the short ugly bitch was a rat. This bitch is ugly. She's short, real short, ill built. She got 3 kids. I guess it fucked up her body. So I'm hot, but I said I'm not gonna let them see sweat. I'm gonna still be nice to her, act like ain't shit happen. So I like ain't shit happen. She knew what she did. She didn't have to even go to supervisor about that. And then so I went. So after 4, she left me some work. She told me to arrange my passwords. I had them all already arranged, and that's all she told me to do. She shut down the computer again, or I shut it down. It was nothing else literally for me to do, because she didn't want me doing anything and then messing up. And she always tell me, like, the last 30 minutes, she says it's time for you kind of to unwind. Okay, so if I can unwind, I already doing my work. Why I can't go over here and talk to the white girl? So I got up and I went over to the white girl, and I said, I just want to say I apologize if you got in trouble or anything the other day. I'm like, did the supervisor say anything to you? I said, I did not know that you wasn't supposed to show me anything. She said, honey, yeah, I didn't know. She said, I wanted to come over there and tell you. I didn't know, I'm sorry if I got you in trouble. She said, I don't think she should have came at you at all. She was like, because you didn't do anything. She said, I even told her I came over there on your section and then told you to come over there on my section, and I want to show you a few things. She said, I told she was like, she didn't even have to come to you. I was like, yeah, I don't understand why she would come at me about something I didn't do wrong. So we just kept talking, and I was like, the team lead went in there and said something, and then so we walked back over to my side. So the short fat bitch, it's 2 short fat bitches, but it's the real fat one is next to me, and then the ill-built short fat one is the team lead. So the ill-built short fat one, she's gone, and then just the short fat one, she ain't ill-built, she's just short and fat. She was there. She's there, me, and the white girl is left there till 4:30. So like I said, she's over there. The short fat one's over there by herself, and me and the white girl's over there talking. So the white girl came over there with me over to my section where the short fat one was at. So we wasn't even talking to her. So we kind of stopped talking about the situation, because see, the team lead and the other short fat one, they're friends. They work around each other all day. So they got a bond. So I didn't feel comfortable talking to the short fat one about the team lead, because I knew she was going back and tell her. I felt she did. So the white girl's pretty outgoing, older white lady, and she's real nonchalant, kind of like white trash. She's cool though, from what I can see. So she don't really care, and she's been there for 2 years. So we got to talking. We walked back over there about a short fat one, and we didn't say nothing to her, but she was like, what y'all talking about? She wanted to enter the conversation. So we told her the incident, and she's like, well, how did they, she's like, but how did this, she's like, well, how did the supervisor know that you guys was over there doing work together, whatever? She said, when she leaves at 4. And we're the only 3 that's left there, everybody, right? So we said, that basically the team lead was there before she left, and she seen that the white girl was showing me some stuff, and she didn't like that. And so the short fat one, her expression was like, oh, I learned her early on that basically when you mention somebody that she's a friend with or that she's cool with, she doesn't comment on them because she's cool with that person. So it's just like somebody talking bad about your friend in front of you, your best friend. The right thing for you to do is not to engage in conversation. You don't dwell on it because that'll be wrong, right? So I noticed her reaction. Right then I felt like, we should never say nothing in front of her. So, we kept talking about it, and I told her, I said, we making you feel uncomfortable talking about this? Because she's like, oh, no. And she was talking about the supervisor like a fucking dog, saying supervisor's stupid. She's selfish. She's only out for herself. She see we need help. She never comes out and help. She's bad at her job. You ain't gonna get no help from her. She's talking about supervisor like a dog, right? Keep that in mind. So she's engaged in a conversation with us, and so we're supposed to leave at 4:30, but she's like, well, let's go now. And she's like, people here are petty. Lead this crap at work. Let's not even talk about this no more. Let's just go on and leave. So it's like 4:25. So we all got up and left. So, she walked off to her car or whatever. So me and the white girl was walking. I said, do you think she's going to say something? And a white girl said, she said, I don't think so. She said, she might. She said, I don't think so. She said, if she do, well, she said, but I don't think she is. I had a bad feeling. So the next day, come in. Now the short fat one in the team, the short fat one gets in at 8 like me, and then the team lead, the ill built one, she gets in at 7:30. Why when I got in the next day, Wednesday, that the short fat one had got there early and was talking to the team lead? I already knew she had told her. I already fucking knew. And when I say told her, we wasn't saying anything bad about it. We was just simply saying that when the short fat one asked who could have possibly told the supervisor, we said that the team lead did, because before she left, she saw the white girl, showing me shit on the computer, and she didn't like that, so she wouldn't told. Okay, so I already knew she had told her. So what happened was, I needed to, when you come in and when I'm supposed to sign a sign in and sign out sheet when I get in there. So another white girl was up in there talking to the supervisor. My supervisor's black, by the way. So I asked the short fat one, I said, well, can I go in there and just sign a sheet while she got somebody in there? And then she's like, well, hold on, let me ask the team lead. She asked the team lead. The team lead was like, no, that wouldn't be respectful. I said, yeah, because it's like an office. I can't just walk in there. It's a cubicle, but whatever. So right after now the ill-built team leader knew that I wanted to go in there and sign my time in and out or whatever. But what she did was, when the white girl left out, she immediately ran in there. And she was only there for like maybe a minute or 2 or 5 minutes. She wasn't in there long. So she came out and she said, oh, okay, the supervisor said you could go in there now and sign the sheet. I said, okay. So I went in there. Mind you, when she told me that, I got up. She sat at my desk because, she was going to finish training me. And the short fat, when they both were sitting there. And I want you to remember something. Also, keep this in your mind. It wasn't time for them to go to break, nor did they go on break together. Just keep that in mind. So keep in mind, when I walked in the office, they was sitting there. They was sitting outside the office at their cubicle. The team lead was at my desk waiting on me to come back out so she could train me. And the short fat, when she was at her desk, doing her work. So I went in the office. The supervisor said, oh, you look cute today. I said, thank you. I signed in out. She said, oh, have a seat. I already knew. I sat down. She was like, how's everything going? I said, it's going good. She said, well, the team lead says you're doing good. You're catching on great. She said, that's why I chose you. You fit in good with everybody. She said, you're catching on. You're doing really good. She was like, I talk to her every day and ask how you're doing. I'm like, really? So she said, but there's one problem. She said, when she leaves you some work, you need to do it. She was like, I have eyes and ears here when I'm not here. And she's like, I have fired people before, and she said, I'm just straightforward. And she said, I don't mind firing a person. I have fired people before and let people go. And she said, I'm straightforward. And she was like, you need to do the work that was assigned to you when she leaves, and not be talking to other people and doing all that. I said, oh, I said, I'm straightforward too. I said, are you talking about Christy? Christy's the white girl. I said, you talking about her? Is she are you saying her? She was like, yeah. I said, well, look, I said, I know. I said, what I did was, when I was done, I said, I did my work. I said, and I got up and I did go over there in her section. I said to her, I apologize if I had, got you in trouble, because I did not know that you was not supposed to show me this. And so I was like, and then she said to me, well, I was gonna come over there and apologize to you because I didn't want to get you in trouble. I said, so that's basically how the conversation went. And she's like, yeah, I understand. She said, but I would have to let you go if you do that again. Basically she said she would have to fire me if I do that again. Now mind you, this lady just said, I'm catching on, I'm a quick learner. She said, I'm catching on, and everything's a breeze. But yet, just because someone lied and said I didn't get my work done. Now, when a team leader came in and told her I didn't do my work, how does she know I didn't do my work? What makes her think I didn't do my work? She wasn't there. She left at 4. So what would make her think I didn't do my work? Somebody went back and told her, oh yeah, those two was talking. And that person made it seem like I didn't do whatever work she assigned me. Mind you, everybody, she didn't assign me shit. She told me to shut down my computer, organize my station, and put my passwords in order. Meaning we have so many databases that we had to log into, and we had to have so many unique passwords. She was just saying just to organize it. As I was writing them down throughout the day, I was getting them organized. So I literally had nothing to do. But I sat there for a couple minutes, longer than a couple minutes. I sat there for like damn near 10 minutes or 15 minutes going over my notes and I wrote down my password and stuff like that. And then that's when I walked over there, not to have a long conversation, just to ask her to, the supervisor come to her, and I wanted to apologize to her. That's what I did. I didn't do anything wrong. But so basically, what's my point? So I left out of there. Guess after me and her had the conversation, I took it like a champ. I wanted to jump over the table and punch this bitch in her fucking mouth and say, you gonna threaten to fucking fire me over some shit like this? You short, black, ugly bitch. I wanted to say, oh my God. Black women sometimes are the worstest fucking supervisors to fucking have. They black people already, we don't have any authority and no positions of power. So then when we get it, especially women, they take the shit. They're just bitches. They're assholes. They petty as fuck. And the fact that she came to me and said you need to get your work done, she was assuming I didn't do the shit, which makes me feel like they came to her and basically said, made it seem like, damn, at 4 o'clock I didn't do shit, and just jumped and ran over there and was just talking to her all day. That's how they made it seem. They made it seem like I didn't do shit. But how did the team lead know what kind of work I did? Because, and let me tell you something, you might say, well, they checked your work to see if you didn't do it. She didn't check anything. She didn't come back the next day or the day before and say, oh, let me see your work. Did you do what I left you, whatever? Because she didn't leave me shit to do. So it was nothing for her to check. So how are you saying I'm not doing work that was never even fucking assigned? And the shit that you left me to do only took 2 minutes, and I had 30 minutes to burn. So what do you? So I was sitting there. I was like, I did do the work. And I said I did the work, and yes, I did go over there and tell and apologize to Chrissy. Now what? And so if I was in this position where I didn't need any money, I was like, you know what? You don't have to wait to fire me. I fire myself. I don't need you to threaten me. I don't want to be. And also, the people that work for you, they lie. They lied on me. I don't want to work behind a bunch of backstabbing, ugly, fat bitches. I don't want to do it. I don't fit in here. Okay? And I thank you for the opportunity. Goodbye. But I'm not in that position financially to do that. So I had to basically take that shit and look at it as if I'm never gonna allow this to happen for someone to fucking threaten me over some petty ass shit because somebody's fucking lying on me. Mind you, these women who said this shit and backstabbed me over literally nothing, I didn't even do anything, they sit right next to me and behind me, and then the team leader is training me, and the other one sit right next to me. So it's like I have to still be cordial in order for me to function because I need their help, and also it's gonna make it awkward. So I left out. When I left out, I'm charming, so me and the supervisor was, talking about something else and joking around because she was going on a cruise. I said, oh, you gonna rub it in, you go on a cruise. I was joking with her. And when I left out, they both was gone. Mind you, when I walked into the little office, mind you, everybody, the short fat ill bill, when she was at my desk waiting on me so she could train me, and the other short fat when she was sitting at her desk, and they never take break together, nor was it time for break because it was only like 8:30. So the moment I got in there, they was on some fuck shit. Literally, when I came out, I want them to see that me and her was laughing, that everything was cool, but they was gone as if they knew that some shit was finna go down. They want to be gone when the shit hits the fan. They thought a confrontation was gonna happen, but I wasn't gonna let that happen. So they get back, and she said, "Oh, you ready?" I said, "Yeah, I'm ready." Guys, my personality never changed. I stayed still nice, still cool, still joking around with them. And okay, so let me get to the short fat one. The team lead, this was her second time snitching, so she already know I know how she is. But the short fat one, I was trying to figure out, like, how did they know I was over there talking to Christy? And the supervisor said, well, I have eyes here even though I'm not here. Someone's always watching. Bitch, you're a lying ass piece of shit. The short fat one went back and told the team lead, oh, they were saying that you went in there and told and X, Y, and Z, and the team lead went in there and told the supervisor. That's what happened. And the short fat one, guys, she couldn't even hardly look at me in the face the whole day. She had so much guilt over her fucking face because, see, you might say, well, she just probably went in there and told the supervisor. I don't think she did because she doesn't like the supervisor. She talks mad shit about her all the time, and she knows she talked mad shit about her to me. So I don't think she thought it was going to get back to the supervisor, or she didn't mind as long as she wasn't directly connected. But she knows, I know that in order for them to know what I was doing or wasn't doing, even though I did what I was supposed to do. And the funny part about it, she knows that I know that she's the one that said something because Christy wouldn't, because Christy was the one they said they didn't want me talking to. And it's funny, in the the conversation I had with the supervisor, she said talking to Christy. She didn't mention the short fat one at all, because if somebody outside the department was watching, they would have said, well, first, Cheyenne and the white one was over there talking, then they went over and they were sitting there talking to the short fat one for like, the last 20 minutes or whatever. They would have said that. And then we all would have been in trouble, and then the supervisor would have brought up, the short fat one's name. She didn't bring up her name. You want to know why? because she don't mind me talking to her for whatever reason, but she don't want me talking to the white one. I don't know why. Okay. And also the short fat one, she's the one that went and told. But it's funny that they be leaving at 4:25, everybody, when they're not supposed to. They're supposed to leave at 4:30. They leave at 4:25 because the parking garage is real packed. So you can go back and tell your ugly ass team lead friend that we was discussing how you went in there and brought up the subject to the supervisor that she was showing me some work or whatever. But you can't go in there and tell everybody and discuss that you be leaving early. And the team lead went in there and even said, oh, because when we was talking about the situation in front of the short fat one, she was saying, oh, that's what happened. She said, because I heard the team lead saying that, Christy's gonna get in trouble. And so she was like, and so basically the team lead ran in there and said something to supervisor, knowing she's gonna get that girl in trouble, and vicariously got me in trouble. And when I didn't even do shit, she knew it. And they sit right next to each other. Okay, they sit right next to each other. And then that same team lead though told me that she said when she's like, when me and the supervisor leave, what we don't know won't hurt us. So she said, basically if you leave at 4:25, we won't know nothing. So let me get this straight. You're telling me to leave early, which is breaking the rules, but yet you run in there and tell her that I was over there talking to Christy, and that you assuming that I didn't get my work done, that you fucking assigned me. You ugly, short, ill-built, miserable bitch. Are you fucking so you're picking and choosing? What shall I go in there and tell her that you told me leave early? Shall I go in there and tell her that? So the short fat one, I'm just so guilty all day, and I kept being nice to her talking. I'll make little comments like when the team lead was showing me some work. I was like, yeah, me and supervisor was talking early in there, joking around, and she was looking at me like, oh, y'all was joking around? I thought she was in there chewing you out. No, bitch, she did chew me out, but I'm gonna make it seem like everything's cool to you, bitch, because that's what you want to see me sweat. I'm not gonna let you see me sweat. I'm gonna act like they probably wondering, did she even say anything to me? They know she did, but they like, do she know that we the one that told? Like they was paranoid, like the short fat one. She was so paranoid. I kept talking to her. She sit right next to me. I kept on talking to her, smiling at her, and her whole expression was just confused, like she didn't know what to fucking think. Because they like, well, I know she mad. Well, what like did the supervisor really get in her ass? So I bring all this to say that women are some fucking backstabbers in the workplace, and I was shocked. I wouldn't say I was hurt by it, but I was stunned, because guys, they don't act like they were they are so friendly that you would never know they would fucking backstab you. It's another girl that worked that they told me, I was like, oh yeah, she's quiet. They said, no, she's not quiet, she's nosy, she this and that. I come in the morning, they talking to her. Just, they're so phony. They say, hey, how are you? Make small talk and hate your fucking guts. Go supervisor talk about you like a fucking dog. So basically, you might say, why they don't like me? I don't know why. I think it's because I don't fit in there. I don't look like them. I mean, they're a little bit old. They're older. A lot of them are fat. They got kids. A lot of them are single moms. They're fucking miserable. I don't fit in. So, and I'm never going to really fit in those kind of environments, because I'm into have my own business, and I followed a different route than a lot of women, than some women. So I'm not going to fit into that kind of environment. It is what it is. I was very upset. I was just, and then I think she's still gonna try to fire me, because in an interview she didn't talk about that I would be really being on the phones like that, answering the phones like that. And now I see the phones are constantly ringing. I'm gonna be on the phones. And in the job description that the temp sent me, it says some phone work. It didn't say, high volume of phone calls. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just really confused about that. So what I decided to do was play the game with them. I'm gonna still be friendly, make small talk, but I see what kind of person they are. Even it was another woman that worked there that's cool with the short fat one. She brought me in some heels and shoes. I don't like to wear people's clothes, so I brought her in the bathroom. I said, look, I can't accept this, because I had an incident in my last job where a supervisor gave me some stuff that I did not even ask for. I did not wear it. Behind my back, she went and told people that, I gave her some clothes and some shirts, and if she's not gonna wear it, she could give it back. You fat, nasty bitch. First of all, she gave me extra large. I don't wear extra large. Okay. So the clothes was too fucking big. They weren't my style. And she asked me, did I know somebody that needed some shoes or some clothes? She had some stuff to give away. I said, I knew somebody. I didn't say it was me, and it made me feel awkward, because as my supervisor, she asked me, do I want something, that she had some stuff to give out, and I didn't know how to respond. I had a problem with saying no to people. And so I'm older now. So I went in the bathroom. I told the girl, like, look, I can't accept the shoes and stuff, and the shit's still at my desk and she still ain't came and got it. So what I'm gonna do is when I do leave and quit or whatever, whenever that happens, I'm gonna leave. I'm on my last day, I'm leaving, I'm not even gonna tell them, and I'm gonna take the fucking shoes and shit, I'm gonna put it underneath her fucking desk. So when she come in the morning, they're gonna be there. How you doing, as they say. So, you know, I've been having to nip shit in the butt. I ain't accepting nobody hand me downs. I got enough clothes and shoes. I come in there looking better dressed than she do. So I don't need no fucking shoes or a shirt from you. Okay, you want to give? She said, well, good, where they charge people shit. I don't give a fuck. Give it to them. Why are you giving it to me? You see I dress nice. What the fuck I need some shit from you for? But I think she meant well, but women love giving people they fucking shit. I don't want to wear something you had your feet, your energy in. You know, and I'm putting your shoes on and you got your fucked up energy in, and I'm absorbing that shit. I don't want the energy of a woman who's a single mom with 4 fucking kids. She's single with 4 kids. And she's having a long distance relationship with a guy that's in Florida. He's fine as shit. He met Nene Leakes. He's a book writer, got 3 books and shit, and she says she's getting anxious, and I'm looking at her and she's kind of average looking. I'm like, honey, he's cheating. He doesn't want to be with you. Like, you're just some vagina. You need to move on. But hell, she's a sweet lady, so do what you do. But I don't want no fucking hand-me-downs from you or whatever. You know, you want to give it away, fucking go give it to the thrift store. But anywho, yeah, everybody, so I'm going through hell at this job. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I guess it's time for me to move and just start my life over. And it's sad because I'm trying to save up money and move, and I had decided this was gonna be the very last job I was gonna work here in the state I'm in. And then, you know, when I move, I probably gotta take another job, and then I was gonna try to save up and start my own business and stuff and take some more courses and, you know, just keep pressing forward. And I keep getting all these blocks, and I don't know what I did to deserve this. But I want you guys to comment if you had experience with backstabbing bitches at the job and how you dealt with it. On me, I feel like if you got to work beside them, you might as well just be cordial. But you know how they get down. Do not make small talk with them. You can just make a little joke here and there. Don't tell them your personal business. And what I usually do is after I leave, I write a nasty note to the supervisor and to her boss and telling them all the shit that they do and getting them in trouble. That's what I do. That's how I get down. And I will be writing a note to the supervisor, to the supervisor's boss, throwing them all on a motherfucking bus. I've done this twice, and the last time I wrote one to the CEO of the company, to my supervisor's boss, and to like 5 other people, and I had it sent certified what I had to sign for it. And you know that I wrote that letter so brilliantly, and I got her in so much trouble that I found out that she can't get any more temps because I was a temp and she was mistreating temps. So I wrote me a nice nasty letter, and she got reprimanded, and she can't get any more temps. So that's how I get down. I write very good letters, and I know how to do it. Right now I can't execute my plan because I'm still there, but once I leave, then I will execute my revenge and send those letters out, and they all gonna get, and then I'll make them all look bad. I'm gonna tell her they be leaving early, and they said that she's lazy, she ain't shit, and now she let the team lead feel she should have her position. I'm just gonna say all truths and all facts, and then I'm gonna send a letter to her supervisor saying how she's not good at what she's doing, and she's the reason why there's a high turnover rate and her team does not respect her. I mean, I'm going for the fucking juggler, because you're not gonna fuck over me. These bitches sat up there and tried to get me in trouble, and then you're gonna sit and smile on my face, act cool with me, so I'm gonna smile back in your face, act cool with you. We gonna sit here and talk, we gonna share candy, we gonna talk, we gonna joke, and like ain't shit fucking happen. But bitch, I got your number, and this ain't over, because see, none of those bitches can write. I'm a writer. I wrote a book. I can write well. I can write. I know how to wait for the kill. I'm a Leo. I'm a cat. I stalk my prey, and then I attack. You can't attack right away, especially when you new and you send in a job. You attack after you leave. You send out the motherfucking letters. While you there, you start writing notes on everything people done did. Write down the facts. I even thought about bringing a pen that has a recorder in it to record them talking shit about the boss. But see, they're not gonna talk shit about the boss no more than me now, because they know that she brought me in there, and they lied on me and made it like I wasn't doing my work. So now they know that I probably got it out for them. So they haven't been talking bad about her really at all, too much. But especially the short fat one, because she was the only one that was there at the four to tell them that me and Christy was talking. But yet she was joining in the conversation. But yet you gonna tell our partner, okay then, fat bitch, I got you a number. No matter what you say, bitch, you still an unaccomplished fat ass bitch, bald headed, miserable, multiple kids, a husband that's fucking sick. The other one ill built with 4 kids. No, the other one got 3 kids. She's short, ill built, ugly as fuck. Don't even got a Facebook page because she don't want nobody to see what she looks like. Don't do anything. She says she just sleep for fun because she got all the fucking kids and she works. Underpaid, not appreciated, undervalued. The boss put all the work on her. Y'all just some miserable bitches. Y'all not gonna amount to shit. The other one been there for 20 years. They are some miserable, hateful ass bitches, and I'm brilliant, and I'm a breath of fresh air coming in there. You know what I'm saying? They wish they had did the shit that I done in their younger years, and they can't fucking stand me. But guess what? My revenge will come later. Thanks.